Whitney from EcoVeganGal.com and welcome back to another healthy and sustainable weekly roundup. The health tip of the week is to eat more greens, especially superfoods as they're typically called. You probably already know this. You grew up being asked by your parents to eat broccoli and Brussels sprouts, etc. But as an adult, it's very important to eat them, and now that you're old enough to make a decision for yourself, I really recommend it. Especially things like algae. Most green vegetables, plants have so much nutrition in them, it's unbelievable. You can get vitamins, minerals, amino acids, enzymes. They can help build your blood, strengthen your immune system, fight off disease, detox your body. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. They're so incredible for you, and they're really easy to get. Of course, having fresh vegetables in your life is very important. Wheatgrass is amazing for you if you can get past the kind of intense taste. But the easiest way to do it would be to get a powder and mix it into a drink like a juice or some water and have a little shot of it, or just, put a very small amount in a bigger amount of juice or something so that you won't even taste it. One day I'll cover this amazing company called Health Force. They make a powder and they also make some pill forms, but there's so many different brands out there on the market, different price ranges. Of course, you want to try to get organic whenever possible, but just having at least one serving of greens and superfoods in your diet a day is really going to make a big impact on your health. Eco tip of the week is to compost. I can't believe I haven't done a video about this yet, or have I? I don't think I have. Maybe I've talked about it, but anyways, composting is one of the greatest, easiest little eco tips that you can do. There's so many different ways to compost. I like to compost in the freezer. So I have a bucket that I keep in my freezer at all times, and then I just put all of my compost in here. You can see stuff from juice and herbs and stuff that I didn't use up. And I wait till the bucket's full, and then I just dump it in my compost bin. But you can just put it in a green bin in your alleyway. If you don't have a green bin, your neighbor might. Or you can do it the more standard way, which is to have a compost bin on your counter and you empty it out into a garden. If you have your own garden, or you can use a community garden. So many different ways to compost. Restaurant of the week is Shaya in San Francisco. It's a Japanese vegan restaurant. I really liked it. I wouldn't say that I absolutely loved it, but I've only been there once, so I'm still forming my opinion. I think I was kind of influenced by some mixed reviews I heard about it, so I'm like a little skeptical. But my experience there was really great. I went there with my boyfriend and 2 friends, so there was 3 non-vegans with me, and they all loved their food. We had a wide variety of things like gyoza, and I had a really great kind of like macrobiotic rice dish, and my friend had a miso soup and edamame, and everything was just so fresh and flavorful. The restaurant tends to get bad reviews based on the service, but the service when I was there was pretty good. And I was actually surprised the prices were really reasonable. Everything was like under $11, and the portion that I got was good. So I'm looking forward to going back there, and I would recommend it for you too. I mean, it's great to have a fully vegan Japanese restaurant. There's also Shojin in downtown Los Angeles, which you should definitely check out. I am so excited to tell you about the book of the week. Long time coming. The Beginner's Guide to Natural Living by Larry Cook. You may have seen some videos that I did with Larry Cook. He gave me this book way back then, and I finally pulled it off my shelf and started reading it, and I cannot put it down. It is so packed with information in this tiny little book. It's self-published, so you can get it through his website. Highly recommend it. There's incredible information in here. I read so much about natural living, but there are just tips in here that are really nice to see in summary. So I've just been going through and highlighting things left and right, and I can't wait to share some of the great information that he shares in this book. There are 2 food of the weeks, but they're basically the same thing. One of them is Kettle Brand's Tia Chips. Another one I don't have, it's Garden of Eaton's Red Hot Blues. They are both fantastic alternatives to Doritos, which I recently found out contain MSG, not to mention they're not organic whatsoever. Both of these chip products taste a lot like Doritos, and they use organic corn, and they don't have any MSG in them. This brand I wanted to try out because somebody recommended it to me, but it does contain sugar. So I had a few chips and then I passed it on to my boyfriend who loves Doritos and he really likes this. But I love Garden of Eden Red Hot Blues. They don't contain any sugar. They're very similar in taste to this. They're a little spicy. Both brands have a lot of different varieties, some of which are not vegan. This one makes like a ranch one and like cheddar. Look for these or Garden of Eden in stores so you can get them instead of Doritos. You really don't want that drug MSG in your body. It is, it's so bad for you. Please don't eat Doritos. Video of the week is from the amazing Vegan Zombie. If you've not seen this channel yet, you must check it out. This guy is brilliant. He's combining veganism with zombies, so it's like a perfect way to attract people that are into zombies to the healthy lifestyle. He's hilarious, he's creative, super talented, fun to watch. I mean, this is a perfect example of how veganism can really be exciting and fun, you know? I mean, I'm trying to do the best job I can, but honestly, I don't think I'm anywhere near as entertaining as him. I love watching his videos. This week, he had one on almond milk, which you should definitely check out. Almond milk is one of those super easy things to make, which is super healthy, great alternative to dairy-based milks. I have a little trick to making almond milk. I've gotten kind of lazy with it because somebody taught me that you can just take about a tablespoon of almond butter and blend it with about a cup of milk and get this really great frothy milk like this. It's like the fastest way to make almond milk, and you can always have fresh almond milk on hand. I find if I have almonds in my fridge, I end up eating them all and never make the milk out of them. Plus the whole straining process can be a little annoying. So this is a quick little one, but the better way to go is to soak almonds, blend them with water, add a little bit of vanilla, maybe some sweetener like stevia or dates in there, and then strain them through a cheesecloth or a nut milk bag, and you can get delicious fresh almond milk anytime you want it. Excuse me a second. Website of the week is a relatively new one called From A to Vegan, which shares all these different perspectives on the lifestyle, including food, travel, clothing, beauty, all sorts of different aspects of veganism, really well laid out and just very educational. Shout out of the week goes to my friends Silvie and Maryl, who have this incredible revamped website called Silvie and Maryl. Used to be called H Life, but now they've got this really great focus on upgrading your mind. And it's incredibly inspirational. It's all about self-improvement and living a holistic lifestyle. And they have these beautiful, really professionally done videos every week, giving you information on how to be a better, healthier person. And every time I watch them, I just feel so inspired. So thank you so much, Silvie and Maryl, for what you're doing. T-shirt of the week is mine. Again, I know I talked about this last week, but this week I wanted to let you know that I'm now accepting pre-orders for my shirts. They're about to go into production, and I can only make a limited amount. So if you want one of the few shirts I'm making, please order them as soon as possible. And you should receive the shirt within 2 months. I'm trying to go as fast as possible, but like I said, get your order in now. The price is $25 plus $5 shipping anywhere in the United States. I haven't quite calculated the Canadian pricing yet, but that should be on my website as soon as possible. The shirts are completely organic and made in the USA and very comfortable. And guys, I'm making an eco-vegan guy shirt. I don't have one yet, but I'm gonna get vegan bodybuilder Robert Cheek to model them so you'll see how cool they look. Answer of the week comes to a YouTube question from Dash Egan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but this user asked me if making pectin from apples and rubbing alcohol was vegan. Pectin is the thickener that you will see in things like jelly, and yes, it is vegan, especially when you make it yourself. And you can also make pectin just from apples and water. There are tons of recipes online, so go check those out. But just so you know, everyone else, pectin is safe. Question of the week for you is, what is your favorite green food? And hopefully it's a natural one, but if it happens to be unnatural, I'm kind of curious, like what type of green food are you eating? Of course, I'm not a big fan of food coloring, but so natural green food is always ideal, but tell me whatever you like to eat. I'm curious to hear about it. You can tell me right here on YouTube or at ecovegangal.com. My favorite response to last week's question about what's your favorite conversation you've had about your lifestyle comes from Sandra Muoio, Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but she works part-time at a grocery store and recently had a really great conversation with a customer who wanted to learn more about plant-based sources of protein. And Sandra ended up helping her put together a whole list of healthy foods. How cool! I've got another giveaway for you. This one's really exciting. It's from my friends at Be Green Apparel, who make really wonderful organic clothing. And they make basic clothing, so t-shirts, undergarments, workout pants, all sorts of just basic clothes without any designs on them and just very simple colors. All of their clothing is of course organic and made in the USA, so you know that you're putting the highest quality fabric on your body. It's all cotton, and they're giving away a $50 gift certificate so you can pick out anything you want within that price range. If you'd like to enter, you can check out ecovegangal.com for the full entrance details. Of course, you always get extra credit for doing a video response. Speaking of giveaways, I want to announce the winner of last week's giveaway, which was vouchers for almond milk and rice milk and a $40 gift certificate to Whole Foods. I really wanted to win this one, frankly, but I'm going to give it to Kim. Kim has actually never had rice milk before. There are a few of you who haven't, which really surprised me. Kim, I'm really excited to tell you that you won. Congratulations, and I hope you enjoy this really nice treat. That's all I have for you today. You can tune in here on YouTube every Monday for the next healthy and sustainable weekly roundup. Please subscribe to this channel so you're the first to know when I have a new video. I've got one every single day of the week. And you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter, where I'm pretty much posting things on an hourly basis. And of course, visit ecovegangal.com. By the way, if you ever have any questions, I love answering them. So you can leave me a comment here on YouTube or at EcoVeganGal. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!